Alright, I wanted to go through and show you what I did to get my backup camera working with the OEM camera. I'm in a 2015 Passat. This is my head unit here, the RCD330 Plus NoName. And I bought this adapter off of Amazon. I've actually been through a few of these, and well, here, this is the old one. It looks just like the one I put in, but it was specifically for the Passat. So if you have a Passat, I'll give you a link to purchase the one that I got. So what I did was, here you have the back and the battery plus. I wired that up over into the fuse box, and I just ran some wire back here and underneath the steering wheel over to the fuse box. I ran this green wire, and then I took the back and the battery plus, the red and the yellow, and tied them all together. So basically that's going to turn the OEM camera on all the time instead of just when you put it into reverse, because I don't want to run wire all the way to the back and figure out which wire to wire it up to. So it's on all the time, so when you put it into reverse and it goes looking for that camera, it should just already be on. Then I took another piece of wire, this black, and I ran it behind the steering wheel as well, or just underneath it, over to the fuse box. And this is the ground, so it's grounded to a piece of metal over there. Since I was running cable already, I just decided to run it over there. And I wired the black wire up from this adapter over into this ground wire. So then you just have your connections where you have the RCA yellow into the RCA. Then you plug this into the backup camera. I assume that's what that is for. And yeah, once you plug everything back into the head unit and throw it in reverse, it should work. Currently I'm using the OBDEleven, and checking into going into the radio section, I have my backup camera enabled, and it seems to be working just fine so far. So now I'll switch over to the fuse box and show you how I have the wires set up over there. Okay, here we are in the fuse box. I got that green wire that's supplying power right here, and I ran that into an add a fuse. So I found a fuse that I think it's 5 amps, and it only turns on when the car is on, which I think is what you want. So it's not running all the time, and so that green wire supplies power over to the converter adapter. And then back here, which I don't know if you'll be able to see, I have the black ground wire. I loosened up a bolt that's attached to the metal frame of the car, and I screwed it down to that to ground it out. Okay, so here we go. We're going to give it a quick test. Throw it in reverse. Back up a little bit. Pull forward a little bit, and you see that it stays on for a little bit. And we'll just leave it till it shuts off. It's just got a little delay there. And there you go. I want to give you a closer up look of what it looks like in reverse. I know the quality's lower than what it typically is, but for me it's better than no reverse camera. So there you go. Throw it in drive now. Give it, let's see what kind of delay we get. There you go. So I have OBDEleven plugged in, and it's doing a quick scan for faults, because when you take this trim off, there's a cable right here that is for the airbag, and if you unplug that, it's going to throw a code, and your standard OBD2 code readers and clearers won't work. So you need something like OBDEleven, or I think VCDS, and that will be able to do it. So I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so we're coming to an end of the scan, and I accidentally cleared the airbag code, so I had it rescan. But if you did have any faults, you could click and look at each one. And OBDEleven, when you want to clear the codes, I use click and hold on it, and then it will go through and clear the code. And for me, that's what cleared the airbag code. So when you start up the car, it doesn't give you that ding and that warning.